What is going on, everybody? Welcome back. MTG here with another episode. If you're new to the channel, hi there. Today I have the Google Pixel 6 Pro right here. And in today's episode, I want to talk about 3 reasons why you should go ahead and pick up this device. And I'm so happy to finally share my thoughts and opinions about this device. There's going to be so much more content coming on the channel about the Google Pixel 6 Pro as well as the Pixel 6. But before I do begin, I'd really appreciate it if you can give this video a thumbs up and turn on the bell notifications, as it does help out the YouTube channel and will help push my content out to more people. And also, thank you Team Pixel and thank you Google for sending this device out for review. It really does mean a lot for me. Anyway, let's talk about 3 reasons why you should pick up the Google Pixel 6 Pro. Okay, so number 1 is going to be this design, this build, display, everything about it. It's a revamp. It's so much more different. It's a departure from what we've seen from the past couple of years from Google with the Google Pixel 4 and the 4a and the 5 and the 5a and the whatever it is. This is different. This is much better. It's a more premium design. It's all glass, Gorilla Glass Victus on front and back with the Google Pixel 6 Pro, and we're getting this dual tone color kind of thing, and pretty much they want to kind of put it out there as in when you're rocking this device, you know you're rocking a Pixel device. And honestly, I really do like this black bar that goes across. At least when you put it on the table, it doesn't rock, so no issues there. I really do like it. But like I said, with glass in front on and back, Gorilla Glass Victus, it is pretty durable. It does have wireless charging as well as reverse wireless charging. These are features that we're looking for in a flagship, in a premium flagship device. It's got dual speakers, which sound awesome when watching YouTube videos. I'm always watching videos, so when I say they have awesome speakers, believe me, they have awesome speakers. It also does have an in-display fingerprint sensor, which, you know, it's for years up. I believe this is the first set of Google devices that has an in-display fingerprint sensor. Up until now, it was either Face ID, with the exception of the Pixel 4's Face ID, and everything else was a rear fingerprint sensor. And they got rid of that, and now it's in-display on the front. And it's been hit or miss for me. I've seen more accurate fingerprint sensors. That's okay. I don't really mind that too much. But nonetheless, you're getting a quote-unquote kind of high-end feature in this Pixel 6 Pro. Now, when we come to display, this display is just great. It's absolutely great. Now, the Pixel 6 has a flat display. Let's put that out there. And the Pixel 6 Pro has a kind of curved display. A lot of people are saying it's a Samsung-esque kind of feel. I see what they're talking about, but as soon as I flip around the back and look at this Pixel 6 Pro, I don't really get that Samsung-esque, feel. But display, anyway, let's forget about that whole Samsung-esque feeling. Display is a 6.7-inch Quad HD, 120 hertz, slightly curved display. It's LTPO, so it can refresh from 10 hertz to 120 hertz based on what you're doing. And essentially, this will also help with battery life. And that is also what I want to talk about. With this big phone comes a big, beefy 5003 milliamp hour battery. And honestly, man, it's from switching from the Galaxy Z Flip 3, using this as my main device ever since I got it last week at the time of this recording. It's been a huge improvement. I put my main SIM in here. I've been using it. Battery has been phenomenal. I don't need to worry about charging. And even so, if I need to charge it, it charges up pretty quickly. And the fact that it has wireless charging as well as reverse wireless charging, that is awesome. And if you do go for something like a Moment case, I believe it works with MagSafe. So that is a huge plus as well. Now, another thing here with Google is that they're finally kind of going the route of Apple, and they put in their inbuilt Google Silicon, which is called Google Tensor. And this is really for more optimization. It works well with computization, photography, video, translation, and so much more. And essentially, Google can optimize it with their software, and you get the best of both worlds. Now, Google has full control of hardware and software, and you see it here with the Pixel 6 and 6 Pro. And I truly believe that Google has really 100% with their Pixel 6 Pro and Pixel 6 lineup. A lot of marketing. They're really going in for this. So with this premium build display, everything about it is awesome. You essentially cannot go wrong. In my opinion, I believe you can't go wrong when it comes to this entire revamp of design and build. Okay, so number 2 is going to be the cameras. And we got a revamp with the cameras in the Pixel 6 and 6 Pro, but specifically I'm going to focus on the Pixel 6 Pro and why these cameras are a huge upgrade for you to kind of go ahead and pick up this device. Now, for years we've been getting the 12 megapixel camera from the Pixel 2 all the way up until the Pixel 5 and 5a, but this year our main camera is a 50 megapixel main camera, and it's a Pixel. Camera performs really well. You'll be seeing sample photos on screen as well. Now, it also has a 12 megapixel ultra wide with a 124 degree angle, and essentially the larger the degree, the more you can get inside your photo. And I personally love using ultra wide. I just am able to get more inside the photo that I take. And also it has a 48 megapixel telephoto lens with a 4x optical zoom, which produces high photos in my case. Now, guys, look, it's not like the 10x zoom, or it's not 100 zoom, space zoom that Samsung has been going at, but 4x is personally fine if you ask me. Now, one thing I really do like with the Pixel 6 Pro here is actually a mode called Magic Eraser. So I'm actually going to, whoops, not YouTube, I'm going to go to camera, and I'm going to take right here my AirPods Pro, my SIM card, as well as a pencil right here. And I'm going to take a photo of all three. So I took the photo, here it is. Here's a photo. I'm gonna go to edit, and I'm gonna go to crop, tools, and we see a mode called Magic Eraser. So what it does is it finds suggestions. Sometimes it will, sometimes it won't. In this case, it didn't. So it says circle or brush to erase. So I'm gonna go ahead and kind of circle over the SD card, and there we go. So I circled over it, and I got more of it, right? But it found that I wanted to get rid of this SD card, so it literally just edge to edge, like the borders, it got the entire borders of the SD card and erased it. That's awesome. Now let's get rid of the pencil right here. And as you can see, I'm going a little bit over. It found my suggestion as the pencil, it got rid of it. Now I just want my AirPods Pro in the picture, and I'm gonna hit done, save copy. So essentially, here's the original picture, and here is the picture with them gone. Yeah, if you look really closely, you can tell that it got rid of something here. There's something missing here. But maybe from a first glance, like if I were just to show someone this picture, they'd be like, I don't think there is anything else in this picture. That's awesome. I really do like this. And with the samples Google had at their event looked pretty promising. This looks pretty awesome too. I'm definitely going to be trying this out and showing you guys, my full review on Magic Eraser as well as the camera. But another feature here is with video. There is 4K 60 frames in HDR, which is a huge plus. And I'm going to also put a sample here. But in my use, I've come to see an improvement with video on the Pixel 6 Pro. Honestly, I like it. It also does have time lapse as well as slow motion. So if we go back, time lapse is right here, and we can go back to slow motion. We can go at 0.7x, so we can use the ultra wide lens, or we can go 4x optical zoom and kind of record video just like that too. So for video in my use, I've seen a much better improvement. Now I will be testing this with the iPhone 13 Pro Max and putting them head to head. And let me know in the comments down below exactly what you want to see between the two devices, because they're essentially Apple's high end and Pixel's high end. Got to compare the two, right? And see which one performs better in photos and videos. But take my word for it, especially photos again, Pixel device, this Pixel 6 Pro has just blown my mind. It's amazing. And for video, there's a solid improvement from past Pixel devices, and I think it's worthy to compete against the iPhone 13 Pro Max. And also, just as a heads up, stabilization modes here in video are pretty cool. So I can change to standard, locked, active, and cinematic pan if that's what you're looking for. So overall, a solid improvement to an already amazing camera with the Pixel series and Pixel 6 Pro. I think is a reason to, the cameras are the reason to pick up this device. Okay, and the last reason is this has really nothing to do with like the hardware or the software about the phone. Although software, it is a Pixel, so it comes with Android 12 Material U, and it's beautiful. It's honestly gorgeous. But that's not the third reason why, in my opinion. I think the third reason here is the price. So if you look right over here, I'm going to be putting the price for the Pixel 6 Pro, 128 gigs, $899, 256 gigs, $999, 512 gigs for $1099. Now, it depends on what color you want. If you want to get sort of sunny, I believe it's only in 128 gigs. If you want to get the silver, I think it was cloudy white, is 128 and 256 gigs configuration, and the stormy black is for all three configurations. So keep that in mind when you're picking up a Pixel 6 Pro and which color you want to pick up. But $899. For what you're getting, a premium build, software is amazing, cameras are awesome. It's a premium flagship with all the features. Everything about this device is just screaming premium. Like, Google has finally done it. I think they've finally done it with, as well as their inbuilt Google Tensor chip. This is it. And for $899, they are undercutting the competition. An iPhone 13 Pro Max, if you want to compare, $1099 for 128 gigs, $200 more. If you want to compare something like the S21 Ultra, retail price is like, what, $1199, so like $1,200 for 128 gigs. It is undercutting the competition. OnePlus 9 Pro retail price, $1,069. If you're living in the US, I believe if you're outside of the US, then you can get the 128 gigs. But for the US, OnePlus 9 Pro, $1,069 retail price. Granted, right now you can find all those devices other than the iPhone for cheaper because of, they've been out for almost a year. But it is seriously undercutting the competition, and it's going to be undercutting devices that are as we head into 2022, like the S22 series or maybe the OnePlus 10 series. It's going to undercut those devices as well if they don't lower their prices, because, man, I was personally thinking like a $1,049 or $1,099, or at the very least a $999 price tag for the Pixel 6 Pro. But for $899, this is a deal. This is a deal. Really do look into it before you do pick this device up. Price is a huge factor for many people when picking up a device. I just want to share a small little thing. I used to work at Best Buy in the mobile department, and I absolutely loved it. For everyone who's following me from work, shout out to all of you. You guys were awesome. You guys are the best. I really enjoyed my time working there. But anyway, working in the mobile department, selling phones and working with customers, a big factor for many of them when purchasing a new phone was the price, how expensive the phones are. If they're too expensive or out of their budget, they would have to look for alternative. Sometimes I maybe persuade them to pick up that device because in the long run, it's worth it for them. But other than that, price is a reason to pick up this device. Anyway, that about wraps up this video. I hope you guys did enjoy. Like I said, a bunch of Pixel 6 and 6 Pro content is coming to the channel. It's Techtober. Bunch of content other than the Pixel 6 and 6 Pro as well too. But if you want to stay tuned to all my upcoming videos, be sure to subscribe. Comment down below what you want to see, and best of all, share this video because it really does help out the channel a lot. You guys make my dream become a reality. I passed my goal of 10,000 subscribers, on my way to 12K at the time of this recording. I'm a part of Team Pixel. Thank you so much, Google, for working with me. It's been a privilege. It's been an honor. It's been amazing. And I'll catch you guys in the very next episode. Anyway, everybody, I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, be sure to Superman that like button, comment down below, because with the more interactions we get on this video, not only helps the video and the channel, but also pushes the video out to more viewers. And best of all, Superman that subscribe button. Until next time, everybody, and until next video, this is MTG.